Hey there, how's everyone doing? Listen, I just felt like jumping on to share just a little clip on something that is so pressing on me, and it's the topic of suicide. Yes, yes, yes. Suicide is tapping, knocking, and kicking down doors. Oh my God, our youth are just taking their life. People are not able to cope with being in the house and not interacting with people like they used to, and they need connection with people. So many reasons why people are checking out. So many things that we need to take note of and realize that we need to be more on top of and more in tune with people, whether it's family, friends, sister, brother, whoever it may be. This past week and the week before, I mean, I could bring up names and statistics for you, but I'm sure you already know because it's been all over the news. It's been everywhere. It is trailing. And like I said, causing havoc in so many lives and so many homes. Listen, some of you know me as the gospel artist Sheila Ingram. Some of you know me as the pastor Sheila Ingram. Some of you know me as the professional clinical counselor Sheila Ingram. And many of you know me from my channel here on YouTube, Bravo with Sheila, Ladies Let's Chat, right? And if you know me and have watched anything that I do, it's about a heartbeat of mine towards the people, towards the community. And I just wanted to come on real briefly to encourage someone, to let them know that you are not alone. I also have come on to share with some of you to pay attention. Please pay attention. Pay attention to who's around you. Pay attention to your neighbors. Pay attention to what people are saying. I want to read something here really quick about the research that has been proven that teen suicide is a growing health concern. And it is the second, listen to me, the second leading cause of death, my God, for young people ages 15 through 20. Not to mention the young adults, 15 to 24. And not to mention those that are becoming a quarter of a century, right? 25, where things shift emotionally in your mind, things shift in your heart. Every time we come to a pivotal moment in our lives, things begin to upset on the inside for us to be able to adjust to the change or to what's getting ready to happen, because we can't look in the rear view mirror. We have to keep looking forward. We have to look forward. And so teen suicide is preventable, but we have to pay attention. Listen to this. I just want you to hear a couple of things. The national suicide prevention efforts have focused, listen, on school education programs, crisis centers, hotlines, media guidelines, suicide prevention strategies that involve educating media professionals about the prevalence of copycat suicides among adolescents in an effort to minimize the impact of news stories reporting suicides and efforts to limit firearm access. Oh my God, this is so important. It's a new day. It's a new season. It's a new mindset. We're looking through different lenses. Our youth are in trouble. Our young people are in trouble. Many people that are adults, the seniors are in trouble that live alone, have no contact with people. Mental health is so very, very important. And referrals, can be made for treatment and can be effective. It can be so effective when signs are observed. What did you say, Sheila? I said signs are observed. Suicide is a relatively rare event, and it is difficult to accurately predict. Yes, it is, with persons which are, risk factors, those that will ultimately commit suicide. However, I heard you. There are some possible warning signs such as, here we go. Are you ready? Let's go. Talking about dying. That's number one. Any mention of dying, disappearing, jumping, shooting oneself, oh my God, or other types of self-harm. Very, very important. Pay attention. Number two, change in personality. You're sad, or you see someone who is upbeat and happy, and they're withdrawn and they're sad and they're irritable, right? They're just, the least little thing causes them to be irritable. Anxiousness, tired all the time, indecisive, right? Listen, number 3, change in behavior. Pay attention. Pay attention. This is called a pay attention warning. Pay attention. Change in behavior. Can't concentrate on schoolwork. Just can't concentrate. Can't focus. Number 4, change in sleep patterns. Pay attention. This is another red flag. Insomnia, often with early, waking waking and oversleeping or nightmares. We have to pay attention, my sisters and my brothers. How about change in eating habits? How about that? Loss of appetite. Oh, I'm not hungry anymore. Well, you haven't eaten all day. Well, I'm not hungry. And this goes on the next day. I'm not really hungry. I just want to stay in my room. I don't want anything to eat. Pay attention. Loss of appetite and weight. And then a flip side of that is overeating. Someone who is constantly just eating, and wasn't doing that prior to, doesn't have like a paper trail, for a lack of a better term, to notice the change, right? Overeating. Here's another one. Fear of losing control. Oh my God. We could talk about this. I could park the car right here, park it and stop because of Miss O, Miss COVID. Well, Miss O is on the block right now, but we've had all types of strands, right? COVID, we'll just say COVID, has caused us to live a different lifestyle. It has caused us to be shut in, right? Now, you know how the church people say the sick and shut in. Well, you didn't have to be sick and shut in for this shut in. This was a global shut in. And many people's personalities and temperaments cannot adjust to the fact that they can't interact, have company, go in clubs, go around people, go in restaurants. The interaction for some people is crucial to their temperament and their makeup. Oh my God. So fear of losing control, acting erratically. Oh my. I'm telling you, this is a serious thing that is going on. And so this suicide issue, I don't even want to name names right now of those that we have lost just yesterday, the day before, and the day before. I don't want to get into the names with respect regarding the family. I don't want to do a shout out of names, but if you've been looking at the news, if you've been listening to your neighbors, if you understand schools and the gun violence and people committing suicide, and the behavior is changing, right? Suicide by what? By an action, right? So that they can actually get killed by the cops because they do something erratic, right? Listen, low self-esteem is huge. Peer pressure, low self-esteem, feeling worthlessness, I'm not worthy. I don't feel like I'm worthy for anything. I'm embarrassed. I'm full of shame. And then on top of that, you have the bullying factor. Oh my God, overwhelming guilt. I didn't do it right. I failed. I wasn't supposed to do it that way. I messed up again. And then you have voices that's coming at you that's validating that, yeah, you are a screw up. Yeah, you're nothing. You're not worth anything. People who are wired differently, people who can't stand or can't handle a certain amount of pressure, they can't handle it. We're all wired differently, and they're a segment and a group of people who are triggered by voices and words, mean people that speak mean things to them, and they're already feeling a low self-esteem. And here you come to validate, yes, you are nothing. This is a trail. This is something that will move forward if it's not an intercepted type of thing, if it's not an intervention for someone to what? Pay attention. Pay attention. Overwhelming guilt and self-hatred. I don't like myself. I'm too big. I can't lose weight. I'm gaining too much weight. Or I'm not big enough. I'm too skinny. They always tease me. Listen, words do form you when they come from a negative space, and when someone is not wired in the right way, or in a particular space and time in their life where they can navigate through the nonsense, through the words that are coming at them that are lies. Everyone would be better off without me. There it is. Pay attention. There it is. Everyone would be better off without me. Now that's a person whose self-worth and who have sat in this thing for a long time, who have heard things or felt things about themselves that are lies, because everyone is worthy. Everyone is built with a purpose. Everyone is born with a purpose. Every single one of us were born with something special on the inside. It's just that this life can throw some hard balls to throw us off track, right? And we can't get our footing. Even if it's a teenager, that peer pressure in today's world with our young people, it's a whole nother ball game. Listen, no hope for the future. Believing things will never get better. This is the end of the road. Things will never get better, or that nothing will ever change. My God, listen, those of you that know me know what I've been saying for the last 15 years, I want to say. When nothing changes, right? Something has to shift and make a change. Something has to change in order to receive a change. Whether you change your environment, change the people you be with, change the places, people, places, and things. When nothing changes, nothing changes. Any type of relationship that's in a situation where they're at odds with each other, somebody has to change, right? You don't have to be right all the time. Just change. Because when you change, everything around you will change. So listen, I just wanted to stop by, share this little clip with you about suicide and about the importance of us paying attention to our neighbors, to our children, to our families, to the elderly. Pay attention to the signs that eventually they start out, the seed is very small, and then it magnifies and magnifies. And sometimes people just need a short intervention, a quick intervention to throw those voices off and to get the help that they need. Oh my God. The research, 1 in 5 teenagers in the U.S. seriously consider suicide annually. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? Don't think it can't knock on your door, kick your door down, push your door down, right? According to data collected by the CDC, it's such a huge percentage of adolescents that attempt suicide, representing approximately 1 million teenagers, of whom nearly 300,000 receive medical attention for their attempt. They tried it. Listen to those numbers. And approximately 1,700 teenagers died by suicide each year. Currently, the most suicide prevention programs help mental health professionals and other community educators and leaders with sufficient resources to recognize who is at risk and who has the access to mental health care. Listen, my name is Sheila Ingram, and I just wanted to come on. I am a pastoral, clinical, professional counselor. I have been counseling for over 25 years. I have traveled the nations counseling people across the world. My niche is women, but I've counseled so many youth through my nonprofit program. Listen, reach out and pay attention. Reach out and pay attention. Be that one that will be selfless instead of selfish with time, and to notice when someone is hurting. Don't just say, oh, they'll be all right. Today is a whole new day because Miss O and Miss COVID and whoever else is trying to shut down the people of God and to shut down people in general, to cause your mind to trigger off track, right? Because if you lose your mind, you lose you. So I love you today. Take care. Thank you for listening. Check out my channel when I go live, or check out these clips when I put them up. They're from my heart. And I hope to see you soon, okay? Take care. Remember, when nothing changes, nothing changes. Bravo to all of you who are doing the right thing and paying attention. Ciao.